All right, Week 14 going up against the Los Angeles Chargers, and they are led by Trey Lance. So nice young quarterback, high rated too. I went the completely wrong way, and there they are. So Trey Lance, 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 2,800 yards on the dot. Rushing Kareem Hunt, 1,000-yard back, 12 touchdowns. Damn. Oh, they got Freeman too. And Trey Lance himself, 208 yards, no rushing touchdowns. Keenan Allen leads this team. Taylor Gabriel, Hunter Henry, Mike Williams. It's a pretty good squad they got. 5 touchdowns for Allen. Henry's got 3. Defensively, Drew Tranquil leads this team with 97 tackles. Sacks is going to be, don't know how to say that name, Joey Bosa. Only 2? This guy's going to sack us like 5 times this game. Are you kidding me? Interceptions, Desmond King. Got a little bit of interceptions on this team going. Other than that, that's about all they have. So it's going to be the Los Angeles Chargers going up against the San Francisco 49ers.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time...
And right away, he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3. Yeah,
they had 3 first downs and 3 points. On the ground, it's Harris. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards, first down Niners. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Garoppolo looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. On first down, it's Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because...
Now 49er pressure, and they get it. It's blocked. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Pardon partner, as you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 52 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now back to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. On 2nd down now. It's Harris. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On second down, it's Hunt. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Set to take over again here on offense. Jimmy G in the 40.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He'll look to throw, and caught by Henry. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, here's Hunt, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Garoppolo now. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 40.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Harris. And that play will go nowhere. losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
On the run, this is Hunt. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Garoppolo looks to throw. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. They'll run on first down. Hunt. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good job.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, 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 hey. Slam, slam, slam.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
19 yards there on the pickup. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To throw is Garoppolo.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K1 Short. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. 3rd down here. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On is the Chargers punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Harris trying to run inside, but nothing there. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 18.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go. Wait, Davey! He can't, man. He's not going to get me.
On 1st down, Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run again with Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The kick by Gold is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This is caught by Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. He's back to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here's 2nd and 8. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Niners, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.